As far as I can remember, I was 33 years old that year. I've no doubt it was self-medication with me. I had very little tolerance for alcohol, so I'd be crying in a corner, very easily. I didn't have my first drink until my second year in college. I went to UCD, where I met my husband, and we got married the year we graduated, I think, or the year after, maybe. It's so long ago now. My husband died when he was young of a heart attack. He was a very decent man. It did put my life off on a completely different track because I had to earn my income. Like before that, I was a stay-at-home mum. I have no doubt at all that I drank for the effect. I didn't like the taste of alcohol. I couldn't operate. Now, I could operate mentally. I've always been very good like that. I can always use my head in most circumstances, apart from if I actually had drink on me. But it just had paralysed my life. I didn't like it. I didn't want to be that way. A couple of years before I came to the Rutland in 1981, I had joined AA, and I had been slipping and sliding around AA. And funnily enough, at that time, I had been doing voluntary work in Stanhope Street as a therapist. It has an amusing twist because alcoholics are often drawn to the areas of therapy, some sort of unconscious wish to do something about it. So I think I was with Stanhope Street working as a therapist when I was at the very end of my worst. And I had bought a little house, thanks to Dublin Corporation, in the inner city, loans and grants. And I remember being in bed in the Liberties, like absolutely miserable, absolutely like despairing, like absolutely like didn't know what to do with anything. But I had been in AA all the time, and I was getting very frustrated because I hadn't stayed sober. I used to get awful panic attacks. I used to have to walk from the Liberties over to Cable Street. And to get across that bridge, like I don't know whether it was some sort of agoraphobia or panic attacks or whatever, but I mean the amount of courage it used to take to get myself. My memory of that time is that a couple of men from AA came and visited me, and one of them, who worked in my father's office, he suggested the Rutland Centre to me, and I probably cried and moaned, and I don't know what I did, but I went. After treatment, my life changed completely for the better. I wouldn't regret one instant of it. It was obviously challenging at times. Basically, I felt stronger. My body had recovered. Emotionally, I felt much freer. I began to take care of myself. I just began to enjoy the obvious simple things. Like I always liked reading. I could walk around without fear of collapse. It just gave me complete freedom. And I just got on with my life. My father was a lovely man and, always waved the flag in my favour whenever he could. My mother and my sister had no interest in recovery or in myself. And that just became clearer and clearer as years went on. I believe there was a lot of talk about me, but no communication with me. In relation to friends, I got a lot of support. And obviously, when you go to AA, that's one of the big benefits of AA in the beginning, because there's any amount of people that you can feel you aren't being judged by and that have something in common with you. So the company is important, particularly at the beginning, and support from family. If it's possible for a family to be forgiving enough at that time to realise that the person is making an effort and does want to make amends and is genuinely remorseful for some of the distress that they may have caused people, or certainly have caused people. I can't say it enough to families. If you have any love at all left, if for your child, please support them. It's very important, that support. And I did feel the lack of it. But on the other hand, it taught me a lot of independence. The words that describe recovery best for me are courage, bravery, endurance, discipline, determination, leading to a certain amount of joy, pleasure, awareness, development of consciousness, and a love of life. A lot of people will have judgments on you, but just say to yourself, I'm me. I'll do this for myself, and take any option you can to free yourself from alcohol or drugs or anything else, because reality isn't too bad at all, and it's very enjoyable at times. Without recovery, without the help of the Rutland Centre initially, and without the help of a lot of people in AA for some years, I wouldn't have survived. I wouldn't be alive. I've no doubt about that. So I'm very grateful.